Greetings for the day. This is Advocate Ekant Agarwal. Today here to talk to you about POSH. Being the legal representative of your company, let's discuss what are the legalities of POSH, what is to be done and what is not to be done while we are the employee of this company. So what is POSH? Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace. This is the short form and a name given to the major act, which is Act of 2013, called as Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace, Prohibition, Prevention and Redressal Act 2013. In this act, what we have to do is we have to understand as an employee what rights we have. Now, talking about the history of the act, this act actually came from a case known as Banwari Devi case, which is case of 1992 of Rajasthan, Jaipur, wherein there was a lady called Banwari Devi. She was a social worker working for the government of India, and this lady was stopping the marriage of a 9-month-old infant. And while she was stopping the marriage of this infant, the Gujars retaliated and gang raped Banwari Devi. This led to outrage in entire India. Various NGOs came for prevention of sexual harassment at workplace since she was a worker of government. Thereby, the guidelines were framed. Case of Banwari Devi was fought by one of the NGOs, and the case was titled as Vishakha versus Union of India. So this case went up to the Supreme Court of India, and in year 1997, the Vishakha guidelines came up from Supreme Court of India, which is the basis of our Act of 2013. Under this Act of 2013, as an employee, you need to understand what is sexual notion, what is sexual behavior, why it is to be addressed, and what all is required. Starting from who's a complainant. Any lady or any woman, I need to make you understand woman, what is a woman and why only women. Prevention of sexual harassment of women at workplace. So this act specifically is only for women. We are going to address here only women. The other acts or other laws like Bharatiya Nyaya Sahita is available for men also. But here we will be dealing with only women. And very easy definition to remember what is a woman. A man with a womb, man is a woman. So now you will remember we are talking about only women here. So while we were talking about who's a complainant, any lady, any woman working with the enterprise on probation, full-time, contractual, as a maid, or even as a vendor coming to our company, to our organization, is covered under this POSH Act. So under this POSH Act and the policy of our company, which is placed on the website, which you can always refer to, a complainant is a lady who has been harassed in a sexual manner. So what is a sexual manner? Sexual manner basically means any implicit, explicit behavior which relates to sexual favors. Giving you examples, a lady is told by the senior that let's have a good happy hour tonight and tomorrow morning I will announce your promotion. This shows a sexual behavior. Inappropriate touching, inappropriate marks, even showing of pornography, that all constitutes offense under POSH. So in case you feel somebody is harassing you with sexual favors or is wanting some sexual favor from you, that can be given as a complaint to the internal committee of the organization. So now coming to the internal committee. So internal committee of the organization is a committee which is formed by the management to take care of all the POSH cases, all the complaints which come up related to POSH, that is prevention of sexual harassment. So as the name suggests, internal committee, there has to be one presiding officer She will be a woman. Then there are going to be 2 members and 1 external member, like for your company. I am from the law background as the external member. And then the complaint will be heard. And any complaint of any behavior will first go to the committee, which will be in the written form. So what you have to do is write your complaint and give it to the committee so that it is original. Sending an email can be bogus. Somebody else sends the email from your name. So always write a complaint in your hand, submit it to the IC, the internal committee of the company. The company will take the cognizance of the complaint. First, conciliation process. If conciliation can happen, they will do that. If the offense is grave, then it will lead to an inquiry. Inquiry has to be done in 7 days. In those 7 days, they will give the copy of the complaint to the respondent, and then respondent will give reply in next 10 days. The entire inquiry, the evidences, the statements, the documents, if you want to proceed, will take only 90 days. That is the time limit as per the Act of 2013. And once the result comes out of the inquiry, it can lead to termination, suspension, transfer, or any types of penalties as mentioned in your policy, which will be given to the respondent for being or showing bad behavior to you. This is what is to be done. And for any queries, any issues related to POSH, you can contact us anytime. And while moving, I will suggest you do read Article number 14, Article number 15, Article number 21 of Constitution of India and the POSH Act of 2013. Alliedly, do read the POSH policy of your company. You will know what your rights are, how complaints are filed, what all things as rights you have as a woman, as a lady of that organization. And lastly, while saying you thank you, if in case this happens in your company, I as an external member assure you for the best confidential and best treatment during the inquiry proceedings, and justice will be delivered. Thank you.